All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Brooklyn Barons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
White 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Greer. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Now Gurley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Greer. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Greer. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Greer. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the 50, here's Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. And a big one, is here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
He's letting it fly for Cook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a first down throw, Greer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Ready?
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first down, gone. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Out of the gun, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it'll bring up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now gone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
50. Mike 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now Greer on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check nine.
Another carry now for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish?
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Greer and the Panthers set to go first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58.
After the turnover, here's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third down, Greer. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Beamer Bagley, used to say,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Dante Jackson picks it. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Greer now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Barons 28, Panthers 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. 70, Indy. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going back to you.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Haywood. 58 for Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Greer on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Greer looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the